So guys, before this video starts, I just want to come in here and say please do watch it to the end. It means a lot to me. And if you agree with anything that is said in this video, please do share it around. As you know, we really do need to make this an awareness of the world. Thank you. So this video could quite easily offend or annoy quite a few people that are one-sided about this topic or just don't believe in people having a say about what they believe in the world. So if you're one of them, okay, so now they're gone. Hello everyone. So obviously by the title and thumbnail, you know exactly what I'm going to be talking about today. The strike for climate change. So if you don't know what the strike for climate change is, it is when a large group of people join together across the globe and they try to, well, in theory, save the world from climate change. But yeah, in theory, that should work. It should be amazing. Everyone joins together, all the government, the United Nations join together and say, bam, let's stop climate change. But one small problem. The government really don't care about anybody and kind of just want to make decisions for themselves. So yeah, that's the only kind of a barrier between all the protesting and everything, between what actually happens in the world. Not only that, there are many other things that kind of actually impact what is really occurring. The number one point, by doing this strike for climate change, putting a large group of people in a small area, making the whole community provide for that large group of people, is actually putting more pressure on the people around that community to provide for them. It makes more traffic, more cars, more emissions, more plastics having to be given out because of running out of recyclable products. So, in theory, yeah, great process, great everything, goes to all the best organisations, but when it's actually put into effect, it actually has more of an impact on the world than what just regularly going about your day would. My second point is the fact that although I am not someone who does not believe in climate change, I believe it is definitely a real thing. Polar ice caps, they are melting to the ground. It's very, very sad, and it's so sad to see that the world is actually falling apart in front of us. But did you guys not actually realise the fact that this has already been happening for many, many years? We've only come to terms with it now. It's like, oh, it's only started now, the world's only started falling apart now. It's like, it's been happening pretty much for, who knows, 30 to 40 years. Most of my demographic is probably about my age. So like, our parents, this has been happening since our parents were about our age. The world has been filled with toxins and plastics in the atmosphere. And eventually, toxins have been filling our atmosphere. And the fact that we're only deciding to kind of build upon it now is absolutely preposterous. So in all the adverts for the strike for climate change, they're saying the world has got 10 years to live before it's permanent. Hey, to break it to you kids, we can't remove this damage. In 10 years, how do they think somehow in 10 years, oh, everything's going to be reversed, it's going to be all pulled back to normal, nothing ever happened. Like, we don't have a time machine where we can just wind the clock back. Look, seriously, these things are not reversible now. We're just going to have to stick with it and try and do the best we can to at least keep it the way that it is. Like, don't try and put it back to the way it was. At least try and make it sustainable from how it is now. Like, why are we trying to look, oh yeah, we can extend it, we can make it better easily. It's like, no, just keep it the way it is now without having to put in all the fuss of trying to take it back to the way that it was. The world has to evolve and we have to as well. That's how human nature actually works. Shock, horror. The world is going to change. People are, the way we make things are, manufacturing is. No matter how many people are going to try to say that farming is ruining the planet, killing animals is ruining the planet, manufacturing is ruining the planet. Okay, then if we end all those things, who's going to end with it? Hate to break it to you, it's going to be us, the humans. If we can't eat animals and get a proper sense of protein, there goes our food levels and protein levels down the drain. Our life expectancy lowers. Every little impact we're trying to do to the human race to make the world better is not only just going to wipe us out, but with everything we do and all the flabbergasting we have over the world, we're not actually acting upon what we're saying. We're making all these claims, saying all these things, we're going to save the world by like 2050. Okay, what have you done to actually start that? What have we actually done to begin the process of reclaiming the nature that we've destroyed. So, with that all said, it's not that I don't believe that striking for climate change is a bad thing. It's the fact that we're striking for climate change without anything actually being done and almost just using it as a form of attention seeking. So we need to change our ways and change the way that we save the planet. Seriously, what have we actually done to save our world?